The title of the story is 4 Feet, 2 Sandals, written by Karen Lynn Williams and Khadra Mohammed, illustrated by Dog Cheka, published by Edmonds Books for Young Readers, UK. Lena raced barefoot to the camp entrance where relief workers threw used clothing off the back of a truck. Everyone pushed and fought for the best clothes. Lena squatted and reached, grabbing what she could. The crowd began to leave. In the dust at Lena's feet lay a brand new sandal. It was yellow with a blue flower in the middle, and when she slipped it on her foot, it fit perfectly. Lena was 10, but she had not worn shoes for 2 years. She looked around for the matching sandal. A girl stood nearby. She was thinner and darker than Lena, and she wore a blue and yellow sandal. Assalamu alaikum. Lena greeted her. Peace be with you. The girl only stared. She was dressed in a salwar kameez. Her feet were cracked and swollen as Lena's had been when she first arrived in camp. Suddenly the girl turned, taking the matching sandal with her. In the morning, Lena went to do the washing, wearing one beautiful sandal. She picked her way to the stream, careful to keep her sandal out of the filth. Her old shoes had been ruined on the many miles of walking from Afghanistan to Peshawar, the refugee camp in Pakistan. She had carried her brother Najib, no bigger than a water jug then, but just as heavy. When she looked up from her scrubbing, the girl from yesterday was standing over her. She wore one sandal that she bent over and removed. Grandma says it is stupid to wear only one. She placed the sandal at Lena's feet. Then she turned and walked away. Wait! Lena grabbed both the sandals and followed her. I am Lena! The girl turned slowly. I am Feroza. Lena held the sandals out. We can share. We can share. What good is one sandal for 2 feet? Feroza frowned. You wear them both today, and I will wear them tomorrow. Lena smiled. 4 feet, 2 sandals. Feroza smiled too. She took the sandals and put them on. Tomorrow they'll be yours. The two girls greeted each other as they carried their jugs for water the next day. Lena put the sandals on, and they waited together in the long line. Everyone in the camp was waiting for a new home. Mama went to meetings about being resettled. The girls stayed in Lena's tent with Ismatu and Najib. They were careful to keep the sandals away from the two boys. For Ismatu wanted to pull at the flowers and Najib wanted to chew on them. My father and sister were killed in the war, Lena told her friend. Mama and I had to run with Ismatu and Najib in the night. Feroza nodded and 2 tears ran down her cheek. I have only my grandmother now. When they did not have work to do, Lena and Feroza crept up to the windows of the school and peeked inside. The school was small with only enough room for the boys to study. The girls practiced their names in the dirt and brushed the marks away so no one would see their mistakes. Sometimes one sandal. Other children pointed and giggled, but Lena and Feroza did not care. In the evenings, the sky turned deep blue and the first stars began to sparkle. Lena and Feroza watched for the silver of the crescent moon that signaled the beginning of Ramadan. They shared memories and whispered their dreams for a new home. One morning, they went to the stream and washed their sandals to keep them looking new. Lena, come quick! Feroza's grandmother called. Your mother says your name is on the list. Feroza grabbed the sandals. The two girls ran ahead to the office. Lena stood on tiptoes and squinted at the sign. Mama's name? It's here. We are going to America. She looked at her friend. My name is not there, Feroza said quietly. She looked at her feet as she spoke. Then she bent down and took the sandals off. She handed them to Lena. You cannot go barefoot to America. Feroza gave Lena a hug. When it was time to leave, the relief worker gave Mama a large square white bag with numbers on it. All of your important papers are in this bag, he said. Feroza and her grandmother came to say goodbye. Lena pointed at her feet. Look, Mama saved her sewing money. She's brought us shoes for America. Real shoes? Firoza admired the new black leather. Here, Lina said, it is your day to wear these. The tears in her eyes were not for the sandals. Assalamu alaikum, Firoza said as she took the faded yellow and blue sandals. Peace be with you. Lina followed the others to the bus. Wait! Firoza called as she ran to her friend. You must keep one. She handed Lina one sandal. What good is one sandal? It is good to remember. Firoza held up the other sandal. 4 feet, 2 sandals. Lina felt the tears make a trail down her cheek. She slipped the sandal into her bag and climbed on the bus. Firoza ran alongside as the bus began to move. Lina leaned out the window. We will share again in America, she called. This was a story about the two girls, Lina and Firoza, and how they shared the slippers. Basically, this is a story based on a camp in Peshawar. It's a story about refugee camp where these two girls shared how they shared even the sandals. That's 4 feet, 2 sandals.